Any thing can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
San Antonio ball.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Strother. And then he packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Number 17.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. 18 feet out. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Antetokounmpo continues to hone his jumper. Those 2 points are the result of his hard work.
Now here's Randall. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go through it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Gets the three to fall.
Look at the confidence from Ivy. Lets it fly from way beyond the arc.
And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on defense.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Castle. Let's go with a three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Now here's Randall. Full covering. Shoots a fadeaway. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's Toronto's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Bailey. Takes a three. Randall pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Sabonis. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Raptors lead by 9. Ivy, left side. Here's Bailey. Connects from downtown.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Strother, no good. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Over to the wing. Here's Randall. And a nice finish on the layup.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Pass to Bailey. Back to Ivy. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
A minute and a half left to play in the first. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good from the top of the key. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Yeah, they need to really start taking care of the basketball. I mean, just careless play since the opening tip.
There's a minute 12 left in the first. Pass to Burrell. Toronto passing it around. Carter from outside. Rebound by San Antonio.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Here's Burrell. Here's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Lets the three fly. The rebound by Ware. Toronto leading by 15. Out to the right wing. Outside Finney-Smith. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Burrell. 6 to shoot. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Raptors out in front, up by 16. And we'll be back in just a minute.
San Antonio.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Three-pointer, Beal nails it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Jerome, right side. Yabusele outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ware. Raptors lead by 17. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Graham, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
From 17, and the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
The mid-range jumper is a handy tool for Beal. A lot of his shots come from that area. He's got a ton of confidence in it.
Pass to Randall. Good D by Finney-Smith.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Burrell. That three's off the mark. Spurs trail by 19. Randall inside. Over Finney-Smith. And it's Randall with the jam.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Fades back. It's good. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Few guys take as many mid-range jumpers as Randall, the lefty. Very confident.
And the basket by Beal.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
2 points. That one goes.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Beal surveying the D. Pass to Burrell. Now Finney-Smith. Here's Burrell, defended by Hardaway. Back to Finney-Smith. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Spurs trail by 19. Inside. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
Pass to Beal. Back to Carter. Out to Beal. The three. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Randall. Over Finney-Smith. Randall can't hit.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Outside Carter. There's the screen. Here's Burrell. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Randall. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Three-pointer. Beal. Rebound by San Antonio. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Randall can't hit. Raptors lead by 18. Carter on the wing. No points so far. To the paint. Here's Ware. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Good on the second one. Spurs trail by 19. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Yabusele. Offline with a 3.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Yes, he did! It is good!
That's just unbelievable.
As crazy as that shot was, you could almost feel it was going in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Yabusele. Back to Sabonis. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's Ivy from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Takes it inside.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And here's Bailey for 3. Drills it from deep. Bailey's got 6 points.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. And here's Ivy. He's got 6. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Look at Ivy attacking the second he has the angle he wants.
Spurs trail by 20. Pass to Strother. Stolen by Ivy. Now on to Kumpo. Toronto passing it around. Five to shoot. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Lots of room. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
To end the run, Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Bailey. To the wing, right side. Oh. They get it again. Castle for 3. Drops in the 3. Castle's got 6.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
For 3. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. 5 points in the game.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Pass to Bailey. The 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll be a second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Beal outside. The 3 is up. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Over to the left wing. Here's Randall. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Clearly, Randall is locked in. Every trip down, he's attacking the defense and finding ways to beat them.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Ware. He's guarded by Sabonis. Here's Burrell. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
.26 seconds left in the third. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Beal outside. Out to the wing. end of the third quarter. A huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Raptors out in front, delivering the blowout. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Holiday. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Randall. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Three-pointer, Holiday. That one is off. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Ware. Ware, the screen. Burrell. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
The fader. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Well, you look at Randall's release, and he gets so much arc on his shot at times. It really works for him.
Beal from outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
The three ball. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Randall deciding where to go with it. Fades and shoots. That won't go either for Randall.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Burrell, that's good.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Jerome. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Jerome's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Right side, Holiday. Here's Burrell. And the 3 off target. And the Spurs with possession here. Here's Randall. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Assisted by
18 points for Julius Randle.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
And here's Green from the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, look at Gobert keeping his options open. That was a smart pass.
Pass to Burrell. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Burrell's got 20 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Randall's got room. It's hauled in by Beal.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
To the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Finney Smith. And he nails the jumper.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Great open look there.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something the D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday with the ball. And the shot clock expires. 24 seconds.